I got my Indonesian driving license and rode motorcycles with my wife around Bali for a month, exploring faraway corners of the island. From that experience, I'm bringing you the 5 things you need to know if you're hoping to hop on a scooter and just explore Bali the way it's meant to be done.
Give this guy the thing.
So something I forgot about when I was writing the script for this video is that parking is paid. Parking will generally be about 5,000 to 15,000 rupiah. So that's about 50 cents to about $1.50. It could be more in more popular areas, and you'll see me just now driving up to a parking attendant that I've already paid for and just letting them know that I'm heading off.
Alright, you go.
Number 1, the traffic rules. Traffic is on the left side, like in the UK or Australia. So for people travelling from there, it could be a bit familiar in that regard, but that's where the similarities end. Bali has something beautiful, a kind of anarchy that can be scary for the uninitiated. Most traffic rules carry across, except for the following. Everyone simply watches what's happening in front of them to avoid accidents and navigate the roads. It's very common to see cars and bikes without rear mirrors for this reason, and it does take some getting used to understand and adapt to this way of driving. In Bali, the left indicator means left, the right indicator means they're turning right, and the hazard lights mean they're going straight ahead. Also, a simple flash of lights from the oncoming traffic means they need you to move out of their way. A really short beep when coming around blind corners or overtaking keeps you and fellow drivers safe and aware of what's ahead. Traffic rarely flows faster than 30 or 40 km per hour on most roads, except for some major bypass roads where speeds can get up to 80 km per hour. I do remember getting up to 80 on one road near Singaraja, but this is exceptionally rare. Windy corners, potholes and other hazards mean you'll be taking it easy the majority of the time. Currently, you're watching footage from Singaraja where the traffic is a bit more light. This is definitely not representative of Denpasar or any of the touristy areas where things can get a lot more hectic. Road rage simply isn't a thing in Bali. If you're one to get angry, I really don't suggest you drive. Any aggression will be met equally. And I remember seeing a video from one kid on YouTube, which I'm showing now, that displays first the road rage, and then the results that can occur when you share across Balinese social media for repeat incidents. So if you're going to get mad at people for drifting out of their lane or cutting you off, driving in Bali is probably not for you. Number 2, Google navigation can be awful. To follow on with what I was saying about traffic laws, because you'll be forced to take it easy in terms of speed, you won't get anywhere in time if you're relying on Google navigation. If you're accustomed to Google Maps saying that you'll get somewhere on time and you getting there on time, forget it. Double the time and be really conservative about your time estimations. It can be way longer than you expect. While rare, and only when we were really far out in the middle of places where foreigners don't usually venture, we did have some instances of Google Maps trying to take us on roads that was really charitably called roads. This video looks normal enough, but the angle is incredibly steep and the road condition is basically 2 strips of concrete and aggressive dogs abound. You don't want to be stuck alone on one of these roads. When exploring like this, always take extra food and water, as well as a well-stocked first aid kit, and the knowledge on how to use it. Number 3. Licensing is a hassle. If you have a motorbike license back home, that's great. You'll be able to translate that license to an international license. That can be done through your local motoring society. In Australia, that will be done through the RAA, RACV, NRMA, or whatever your local motoring society is. This is commonly referred to as the IDP, an International Driver's Permit. If you don't have a motorcycle license, that's where things get murky. You can possibly get away with converting your normal driver's license to an IDP and convincing people to rent you a bike, but if things go wrong, you won't be covered by insurance. You could also attempt to get a local license, which I was successful in doing, but from experience it can be impossible to get if you're not visiting on a working visa, which I'm sure many of you aren't. Number 4, traffic. Traffic can get exceptionally bad, especially in places where there's only one main access point, or one main thoroughfare. Ubud's main thoroughfare, which is one way, I might add, don't be the tourist who goes the wrong way around the square, is exceptionally bad around 4 PM during the week. We're talking a standstill. You may be stuck there for 30 minutes trying to get through. I don't think you've got to squeeze your bike around, as thousands of others will be trying the same thing. It is a full-on standstill. Number 5, freedom. I just want to add that given all these negative things, getting on a bike and experiencing a Bali that nobody else gets to see is incredibly rewarding. You know you're experiencing the real Bali when people are more excited to see you the further away you are from the tourist areas. Once you're riding through the mountains, seeing foreigners is rare, so you'll be getting waves from the locals, and the kids will be eager to show off their English skills by waving and yelling hello across the street. There are so many places off the beaten track that you hear about from people that Wikipedia or no Lonely Planet entries could ever tell you about. You'll just have to explore them for yourself. I just cannot overstate how rewarding travelling by bike can be. If you've got any questions about travelling in Bali, let me know in the comments and I'll try to get to them. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.